What's going on, my JMO family? This is your boy Big C, back at you again. Like I always say, I can't stop and I won't stop. Back at you with a hot video. Today we're going to be reacting to our ESPN family today. The First Take family with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. They're talking about the they're talking about the Clemson Alabama game yesterday. I'm sorry about that. Clemson Alabama game. They're giving their opinions on why Clemson took that L like I told y'all they was going to take. So let's jump right into the video, see what Max and Stephen A got to say, and then your boy Big C will give his opinion. So let's jump into this. Let's get it!
Alabama rolled over Clemson 24-6. Max, how surprised were you by this blowout?
I was not surprised. I wasn't surprised because the reason Clemson gave it a good go 2 years ago and the reason they won the national title last year, same reason I thought they would win the national title last year. I thought they'd beat Alabama based on the previous season's national title game, is Deshaun Watson. Yeah. He was the best player in college football. He was the best player on the field by far. We saw how special he is even at the next level. Till he got hurt, he was lighting the NFL on fire. Deshaun Watson is the reason that Alabama lost and was given a really tough time the year before. He is the reason. If you take him off that team, you know, Kelly Bryant's a nice player, but he's not Deshaun Watson. Those guys aren't growing on trees. So without Deshaun Watson, a Nick Saban team is generally favored to win the whole thing every single year. It takes a special kind of player. And even then, Watson had to make crazy, miraculous plays down the stretch and get a little lucky to win by the skin of their teeth. You take that guy off, of course, you anticipate Alabama's going to win, and I wasn't surprised.
Some true facts there, some true facts.
I really was surprised. I have to confess that. I was surprised.
See what Stephen A. talking about.
I did not expect much from Alabama offensively, which I didn't. In my mind, I really didn't get. Their defense won this game. They had Clemson on lockdown, limiting Clemson to under 70 yards rushing, and they didn't have much passing yards either. This kid, Kelly Bryant, has promise. I like him a lot. He only threw 13 touchdowns this year, but I like him. His wheels, his athleticism, it's definitely impressive. It's very Deshaun Watson-like, believe it or not. He's got a lot of potential.
Deshaun Watson-like.
That's right. But Deion Kane is there. Renfro is there. Some of the holdovers from last year's national championship were still there. And I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say it loud and clear so everybody understands. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way. I'm not a believer in Jalen Hurts. I'm not a believer as a passer. I believe in him as an athlete. I believe in him as a leader. I believe in his athleticism.
All right, Stephen A.
But when it comes to purely growing
true
the
facts,
football,
true facts.
I don't see him being that effective. Even with the touchdown to Ridley in the near the right corner of the end zone, Ridley was wide open over the middle, and Hurts had time to stand in the pocket, take pictures, call his girl, say, what's up, you know what, I'm about to win this game, I'll see you tomorrow, or tonight, or whatever the case may be.
They give out these true facts there. I can't debate with him right now.
Right over the middle, he was wide open, and he missed him. It was only after he scrambled out of the pocket and had defenders coming to him, then he unleashed it in the right end zone and found him. There are too many misses on the part of Jalen Hurts. I've seen it over and over again. So I expected it to be a battle. I'm not surprised that
he's speaking the truth, and I like Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts, but Stephen A. is speaking the truth about him right now. He is. True facts. True facts, baby.
But I did not expect Clemson to be limited to 3 points and get so thoroughly dominated by Alabama's defense where they couldn't do anything, and Alabama was able to put away, even though one of them was a pick six, obviously, where the defender tipped it, and obviously they returned it. So it's not like their offense scored 24 points, but it is what it is.
I mean, you're right. Bryant's a nice young player, but it highlights Deshaun Watson's greatness. That guy is great. Yeah. He's a
he was great, but
he would have been Rookie of the Year, I think.
He might want, yes.
Healthy.
Yes, he was a freak.
Oh, yeah, hands down. Hands down, Molly. Hands down. Yeah, he the one this year.
Was he a junior?
Watson would have definitely been Rookie of the Year. He was balling in the NFL.
And I'm seeing stuff from Kelly Bryant that reminds me of Deshaun Watson.
I'm not saying
I'm saying he's a freshman.
And so eventually maybe but it's unusual
I don't know about
that there's a guy like Deshaun Watson. And in any given year, at quarterback in college football, he was so special. You think about 2 years ago in the national title game, he was clearly and by far in a losing effort the best player on the field, clearly and by far. It wasn't like up for debate. and he did it again last year. And so you take that guy off, that special, because the Clemson defense was great last year too.
Right.
I mean, we knew going into the national title game, but the difference was Watson. You take him off, and Alabama is like the Patriots. They're a machine. They're a boa constrictor.
That's true, but
they take away the thing you do well and choke you out.
But again, Kelly Bryant's a freshman. Deshaun Watson was a sophomore when they lost the national championship. He was a junior last year when they won the national championship.
But he's awesome, both.
This kid, I'm saying Kelly Bryant is a junior. I apologize. He's not a freshman. He's a junior. I get all of that.
Over 20 years old. 21 years old.
He's over 20 years old. But the reason why I thought he was a freshman is because I never saw him, because obviously he's played by Deshaun Watson. I'm just simply saying to you, when you look at him and what he brings to the table, this was his first year in that particular kind of situation. I'm looking at a guy and I'm saying to myself, he's got potential.
What I say yesterday? What I say yesterday when I made the picks?
Dominating them a little bit better than
what I
thought
say?
They would. I thought they would make an impact, which they did.
You know what
but I thought it would be closer.
All right, that's the video, there, people. That is the video. All right, now it's time for your boy to get into this. What did I say yesterday, man? When I made my picks, if you haven't seen the video, stop this video, go watch the ones from yesterday when I made the picks, look at what I said, and then come back to this video. But I agree with Stephen A, and I gotta agree with Max. Both of them are correct on this. Both of them are correct. Max is right. Without Deshaun Watson, Clemson is a different team. They're not the same team. Without Deshaun Watson is one of those every century type of players that come along that just great. That's what he is. He's great. He's great. He was great in college. He was even great the few games he played in the NFL. He's great. And that's hard. In the NFL, to play quarterback is not easy at all. And you see what he was doing before he got hurt, balling out in the NFL. So I have to agree with Max. Without Deshaun Watson on Clemson, it made it harder for them to win. Kelly Bryant is an okay player. I don't have no problem with Kelly Bryant at their quarterback. But he wasn't ready. You're going against Nick Saban and his defense, and this is your first year taking over the lead, being the boss of that offense. This is your first year. And plus, you are not considered a passer. You're more of a runner right now. And you're going against Nick Saban and his defensive plan? Nah. Wasn't going to work out. I'm sorry. Wasn't going to work out. Wasn't looking good for you in the first beginning. So that's what I had to... That's Max is right. Without Deshaun Watson, they had an uphill battle they had to go against. They had an uphill battle. Stephen A was also right, too, about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts can make every pass because he has a strong arm. And he can run. Jalen Hurts has to learn how to read defense. If he learned how to read defense, Jalen Hurts' name would be like Baker Mayfield's name was this year. It would be considered for Heisman. It would be considered for a top draft pick if he can learn how to read defense. The man is strong. He has wheels. He has a strong arm. Can make every throw because of that strong arm. He just can't read defense. Your strong arm is not going to carry you through. You got to know, okay, the blitz is coming over here, so I need to go here with the ball. Or this is about to happen. They about to send a crazy blitz at me. I need to check it down real fast. I need to get the ball out of my hand fast. He doesn't read defense as well. That even showed when the play came, when he was trying to get the running back the ball. He had a chance to either give it to running back and let him run with it, or take it back and throw it. And it came to fumble. He can't read defenses that well. He was slow with that. He can't read defenses that well. So I have to agree with Stephen A on that. He has to learn how to read defenses better. But yeah, man, like I said, I picked Alabama. I say Alabama's going to win. You can't give Nick Saban that amount of time to game plan and come up with a great defense when you got great defensive players and some that was hurt that came back looking great. Fitzpatrick looked like a beast out there. Beast. So you can't give him, and then you're going against a quarterback who's mainly one-dimensional, and that's running. He wasn't known to be a thrower. He only threw 13 touchdown passes, like Stephen A. Smith said, for the year. He's young. It's his first time being the boss of an offense. Come on, man. So Clemson, in my eyes, Clemson didn't have a chance. They didn't have a chance to win this game. Now, did Alabama's offense look great to me? No. Their defense is really going to have to carry them through. They say defense win championships. That's what's going to have to happen. Alabama's defense is going to really have to carry them through for them to really be something. Because I don't think the offense is quite there yet. Like I said, Jalen Hurts has to learn how to read defense. He has to. If he can learn how to read defense, that offense has the chance to be as good as their defense is in Alabama. But he has to read. But Clemson, I do think you guys are going to be back. I think Kelly Bryant is just going to learn and grow and get better. Dabo's going to learn and grow to get even better as a coach. But, you know, like I said, you had an uphill battle. You beat Nick Saban once. Don't think you're going to beat him back the next year. That was a tough challenge. But great game, man. Great game. You know, Roll Tide just did their things. Have to also say, I hate Michigan. Yes, I have to say it. I love them, and then I hate them. How do you lose to South Carolina? The win was there. You had it. And you lost? If you don't know my JMO family, Michigan and Alabama are my two favorite college football teams. And Michigan lost. They let me down. I'm hoping for a better year next year. Or the end of this year, I should say. Y'all let me down. Step it up. 2018, 2019 season. I need to see some improvements. Come on, man. Dang, that hurt my heart. But thanks again to all my JMO family. Thanks for the love, the support. Please, please promote the videos. Tell your friends, your mamas, your daddies, your cousins, your grandmothers, your aunties, brothers, granddaddies, stepmamas, stepdaddies, whoever. Godmamas, goddaddy, whoever out there, tell them about JMO. Tell them to tune in. They want to learn something about sports. I'm your man for that. I'm the man for that. I'll give you some knowledge on this sport game. But I thank everybody for watching it. Keep viewing the videos. Give me those thumbs up, thumbs down. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Click that subscribe button as much as you can. Tell others to click it as much as you can. And I appreciate the love. And your boy's out.